Good morning, Wizards, and happy Friday, May 29th. Mr. Wisner here, and guess where I am talking to you from? You got it. I'm back in the Wizard territory, room 221 at Ben Franklin School, doing some cleaning, doing some packing up, and getting all your bags set to go for the pickup on June 10th from 11 to 1. So, instead of the Robert Hodson plots today, I am going to make a couple announcements and then go through your slides. And then I thought, since I'm here at school, I'll try to walk around with my laptop and give you a little view of what things look like. It is 4:40 in the afternoon right now, and I'm just going to take you around, show you what it looks like in the room and in the hallway once I'm done with going through the slides and the announcements. All right, Wizards, for today, Friday the 29th, I want to give you a couple of reminders. Pickup of supplies, June 10th, 11 to 1. We will do some Zooming that 8th and 9th of that week with the girls and the boys, and we're going to try a whole class one as well. And to be watching for all the announcements from Mrs. Hanson, check out the website, the Ben Franklin website. Every time she comes up with something important, she puts it on there, so be sure to be checking that out. Okay. Next week, we'll have interesting slides to look at, less with slides for the teachers, your second grade teachers, and more about the specials teachers and some of the Riverside teachers. So watch those closely next week, as we will be not doing as much of the slides that have been made by Mrs. Eisenhower, Mrs. Waldock, Mr. Stein, Mrs. Hippus, Mrs. Stringfellow, and me. So a little change of pace next week. Watch those closely, okay? All right, let's talk about our work for today. Math, as you're used to by now, either Dreambox, ABC, or 2, 3, maybe 4 pages of the problem solving, okay? Reading. I'm excited today as you're doing a nonfiction tour of Africa. We've done the San Diego Zoo already. We've learned about Egypt, and now we're going to learn about Africa and some African animals. And I think today's lessons mainly just focus on videos for you to watch. So watch those closely and enjoy the videos on Africa. Time capsule writing today. Your feelings about the virtual learning and the lockdown and being home, personal letter, and what you think you'll see in there. The third page is what life will be like after the coronavirus. How do you think things will be the same, and how do you think they will be different? At the end of that coronavirus page, there's always a rubric or a checklist to make sure you're following the steps to make sure that your writing looks el perfecto, nice and neat. Word work, I was looking at it today, and I think the slide may have had the same page as yesterday's. So if you didn't do yesterday's word work page, you get to do it today. If you look at the slide and you're like, oh, I already did that one, you get a little break. You do not have to do the word work page. Spelling City, red, yellow, green, easy, middle, hard. And then look for specials and enrichment links. At the time I'm making this video at 4:40, usually Mrs. Nordstrom adds a link, so we might get that one in later today. So be watching the slides, be watching for announcements from Mrs. Hanson, and pay close attention to the slides that will be coming up next week, as they're a little bit different as we focus more on your specials teachers here and as we get ready to go to Riverside. All right, so that's it for the learning for today, Friday, May 29th. The next time you hear from me, it'll be Monday morning, June 1st, into June already, hard to believe. All right, so here I am at the Wizard Den, where you spent over half of the school year here. Was it March we shut her down? So today I thought I would just walk you around a little bit. As you can see from right here, I am sitting on a desk. I don't know whose desk this is. I have taken all the name tags off and cleaned all the desks. But I am sitting on top of a desk, and I'm going to try to walk you around the room a little bit, give you an idea what it looks like, because you haven't been in here since March. All right, so bear with me here. This will be hopefully not too herky-jerky, but I'm going to take you around and show you what it looks like. Let's start out in the hallway. It's really quiet here now at 4:45. Ooh, Mr. Wizard's getting a little close. Got to shave again. Let's take a look. All right. Hopefully you can see that's looking down the hallway towards the bathrooms. Everything is quiet that way. And as I turn, here are our lockers right here. Here's our door. And you can see all of your lockers have been completely cleaned out. There's Mrs. Johnson's door. And then here are the rest of our lockers. And we got them all taken care of. Every open locker is the one that we used. As we look down this hallway here towards Mr. Stein's room and Mrs. Hippus's room, all is quiet and empty. It's really lonely here, Wizards. They're going to be painting on the walls. I think they finished the first floor already. A lot of reds and grays. It looks pretty sharp. All right, as we enter the room here, take you walk around. You can see all the desks. I've cleaned them out. Here's where we did all our chart paper and our mini lessons on the carpet right here. And if you look close, you might be able to see I'm holding it down towards our reading carpet here. You might be able to see here the bags that I have put everything in. I grabbed everything from your locker, everything from your desk, all your binders, any books, pencils, crayons, glue sticks, anything that I could find is in here ready for you to pick up on June 10th. Mr. Wisner's desk here, I'm starting to pack up a lot of items, getting things together. As we come around here, you'll see the math carpet where we used to do the number corner. Very quiet math carpet. And as we come back here to the blue table where I would read with you and we do running records, here we go, right here. All cleaned up. All the books that you used to check out. Here's Hunter's The Chrysalis That Never Hatched right there. Here are all our leveled books. And out looking out at the courtyard. And then a view from the back of the room looking forward. Everything's really quiet. So, that is what it looks like now. Certainly very different. And never in my 28 years of teaching Wizards did I ever think this would happen, but it did, and we're doing the best that we can. So we'll finish up this week with today's Learning Friday, and then some different slides next week with specials involved. And then the last week we'll do some Zooming, and then we'll have a pickup here. So kind of quiet and kind of lonely here, Wizards. Kind of an eerie, strange feeling. But we're just making the best of it, and you keep doing what you can at home. Help your parents. Have a great weekend, and you'll hear from me again on Monday. And that's it from room 221, the home of the Wizards. Take care, Wizards. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. So long, everybody.